interesting story. So walking to school, dude asks
Oh,
for
back to school.
Buckle up.
dude
back
asks for
to
some money. I'm like,
school.
I don't carry cash. And he goes, oh, I got a Venmo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toon Talk, your number one beer league podcast in Flint, Michigan, brought to you by the Gooney Toons. Today's hosts, Garrett, Tim, Tyler, and Connor. Take it away, boys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Toon Talk. This is episode 36. Tim, who you got?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with not a Red Wing, but JJ Danino.
Who?
Yeah.
Are you sure you
Yeah,
said
you
that?
got me there.
Are you sure you said that right?
I am not.
Okay, good. I got a current NHLer, Minnesota Wild, Matt Zuccarello.
Oh, nobody cares about the Wild.
Well,
Yeah.
he is like one of the only Norwegian-born players in the NHL. So
Mhm.
all of our Norwegian fans are probably
Nerd
liking,
alert.
Yeah,
Nerd
liking,
alert.
liking,
Norwegian
liking,
subscribers.
yeah. We're really big in Scandinavia, so the analytics tell me. Oh, the baby, she's moving.
Baby.
We're
Speaking
joined
of
by
which,
we're
first ever appearance.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
She started
Leo's
to
already
catch up
had
to Leo.
his time in the limelight. So Izzy decided to, grace us with her presence. And it also is my justification for being on here from the get-go.
We appreciate that. We appreciate Izzy being so cooperative.
She
Way,
is
much more
amazing.
cooperative than her brother, I'm sure.
With a full head of
Yes.
hair too.
Yeah, she's got as much hair as Garrett does.
Ironically, she
more.
gets that from me. I was born with this color hair, turned blonde, just like Leo. Leo actually had dark hair too, like this. Yeah, just kind of how it works. So that's how I know my kids are mine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's always a good thing. Then always a good thing to know.
Yeah, it's just the hair. And if they
I
didn't
say
have the hair,
when
I'd
I
be
think of hair, I think of Fred lines.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of our defining traits.
Hairline and prostates.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta
Yeah.
love it.
The
There's
two
your video
greatest things to
title.
give to your next generation.
Hairline and prostates. That's gonna be the title
Yeah.
of the video, of the
Oh,
episode.
God.
Yeah.
Well, it could be 2-0 Toons because for the first time all year, the boys went 2-0.
Yeah. Shout out
On that
Travis.
unicorn.
Shout out to
No
Travis
big
going
deal.
2-0 as a coach.
okay. I don't know if I was gonna attribute that. I was gonna more shout out Reader for him
That is
being
true.
back.
Uh,
Reader
He brought some of
went
that
2-0.
Scandinavia back with him.
See, like I said, he brought
Yeah.
put
He was
put
dropping the QR code all over.
codes all over Scandinavia, Iceland, Sweden. Yeah, went to a Swedish hockey game and just put the QR codes all over the place. We appreciate it.
What is this? What is Gooney Toons?
What is this Gooney Toons? What is the Toon Talk? What was that? What was that face? What was that face? Uh-oh. Oh, she's getting
Oh,
up.
no.
Oh, he's got to mute. He's got to mute because she's getting up. Oh, he's getting yelled at.
Don't do to the dogs. It's the
Oh,
Yeah.
we don't.
So you
care
don't see the
about
dog tail going bananas in the
No,
background?
our fans are dog people. They're not going to be bothered by that, Garrett.
he's acting like a bunch
Okay.
of animals back there.
Yeah.
All right, that's your one. That's your one for the episode. No more. It was in your contract. You get one. You
All
used
right,
it.
all right,
You used
all
it
right.
3 minutes in. So now you don't get to make another one.
I can't wait for you to make another one.
Don't do it, Timothy. But all right, boys. So here we go. Solid couple games from the
both
Toons.
squads.
Yeah, both squads combined wins 13-4. B team won 6-1. C team won 7-3. We'll take them one at a time since we got a decent amount to talk about for both these games.
Yeah, we played like rock stars out there.
Some more than others.
Some more than others. We'll get to we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get to the C team wrap up. Ty, we'll go to you first. What did you think about the B-boys this week?
We were buzzing out there this week. It was awesome to see, especially after that 4-0 skunk last week, for everybody to come back. We were vibing, buzzing. Everybody was passing the puck well, moving around, especially that second and third period. A little bit of a slow start, but we really picked it up that second and third period. Once we smelled blood, we just kind of jumped straight on top of it. And it was overall just a really great game. Proud of everybody.
I will say we moved the puck this week, like you said, phenomenally.
Yeah,
Like I felt like
definitely.
we were making passes, guys were getting to open space. It may have had a little bit to do with the fact that Family PT only had 4 guys on the bench, and they are,
I thought they had 3.
I think it was 4, and I know
I'm
for a
pretty sure it
fact
was 3.
their youngest player is older than our oldest player.
So you.
No, Foley's 32,
Really?
and Reader's 29. Reader's a year older than I am.
I thought you were a little reader.
No. So, but no, yeah, their oldest player is like 34 or 35. So they're, they're 18 and over in like the casual sense. But no, I mean, we played well. We worked the puck deep in the zone, got a lot of scoring chances, and yeah, just kind of did what we needed to do, which was nice to see after, yeah, like you said, a pretty abysmal performance last week. Tim and Garrett, you guys have any thoughts about the C or the B game?
No,
You guys definitely came out buzz up. Go ahead, Tim.
yeah, no, I was gonna say you guys played well. You were definitely feeding the machine on Sunday.
Yeah, you guys came out gelling and buzzing right off the bat, which was good to see, because I'll be honest, like, so I watched the first period of your first game and most of your second one on Live Barn, and it just looked like you guys didn't have that chemistry. But last game, you guys moving the puck, using the points, breaking out well. Like, it was nice to see.
Definitely looked like we'd all played hockey before, which was not the case
Yes.
last week. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Very
So yeah, it
much.
was a nice little change of pace. Nice to see contributions all up and down the lineup. I think we had 6 different guys scoring goals, which was really nice to see. And yeah, I mean, Porter with one of the dirtiest, grittiest goals I've seen in a long time, just like slamming it right in the crease like 3 or 4 times. Got a nice little cross check from the goalie, but I think he would say it was worth it, especially because he got the first, I don't know, what are we calling it, Ty? I have it in the rundown as the Gooney Lord, but I don't know if we're calling it that. I don't know what
I
we're
like
calling
that.
it. Okay.
I was thinking Gooney Lord or Gooney King.
Yeah. So
No, we gotta
whatever.
think of something like the Gooney Baron, like something that's not used often.
The Duke,
Gooney Baron.
the Duke of the Toons,
The Duke of Gooniness.
whatever we're calling it, he got the player of the game, and so he was interviewed by, I think this is a first time ever, a trio of the Uckleys.
Yes,
So
it's a second cousin twice removed from
so he's
Buckley
barely
and
in,
Buckley.
he's an Uckley in name only.
he bears the name. Yeah.
That's kind of all that matters. But yeah, we will throw it over to the 3 Uckleys, and Porter, take it away.
All right, Buckley here.
And Buckley. And Cuckley.
All right, here, Greg, what do we got here? Not quite the game chain as usual. Describe what you're wearing, sir.
Fuck king shit, man. It's all the Gooney Tunes do out here. We do
There
king
you go,
stuff,
there you
you
go.
know?
You had a great game out there. What do you attribute it to?
Beers.
There
Beers
you
and good
go.
camaraderie. You
Yeah,
know?
yes. Your body wears the beers very well.
That's
like,
right.
You look like you probably weigh about, 195 tops.
Maybe in 8th grade, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, a quick question from me. So you have 2 options. You're either clapping bombs or wheeling moms. What do you want to do?
Wheel moms every day.
All right.
Every day.
Speaking of moms, so who's your favorite team mom?
Definitely ties.
Ty,
Yeah.
If you're stranded on an island with 2 other players' moms, who would it be?
Ties and Mason's over there.
Okay.
All right, beautiful.
Okay, so that was Ty. How do you feel about that? I mean, Mama Barassa getting, I don't want to say called out, but
This is Fuckley's way of reminding me who I really am. I should have saw it coming from a mile away, but at least my mom's a favorite.
I
All
guess
got. Happy fist moms.
I
Yep.
guess it's better to be
TFB.
the favorite than the least favorite. I mean,
It's true.
So
And she does buy us kegs of beer for Olympics. So, I mean, she automatically is number one.
Oh,
She's my favorite now.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll fill our cups up and go bottoms up with those kegs.
Easy, Tim. Easy, Tim.
I've got my daughter here, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. This is a family
All
friendly
right,
show.
never again. Never again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Never again. Never again. All right, boys. Any more thoughts about the B team? Like I said, nice to see the boys get a nice bounce back win after a pretty disappointing performance last week. And we'll get to a little Gooney grade in a little bit. But the guy that we had, I thought, well, we'll save it. That's a tease. But yeah, jumping over to the C team, another solid win for the C boys. And I'll just say this: if you look closely at the score sheet there, for those of you at home, Tyler, I think that's 3 points, 2 goals and an assist.
Oh,
I know there's a lot of names on there. I
Yeah, good job,
also
Tyler.
had 2 goals and an assist.
Oh, good job. 3 points too.
Garrett,
Oh,
with one of, I think, the top performances we've ever seen from a Gooney Toon,
Think
I
so.
was gonna
with
say.
Absolutely.
2 goals and 3 assists. Garrett, all it took was for John to be back in the lineup, and you just
I'll
took
tell you
right
what.
off.
And John got an assist on one of those too.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, me, Tyler, and John, we got something going on. I like the
would have to
chemistry we
agree.
got.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
guys are definitely on the edge of a revolution for sure.
Yeah. Well, in John, his skills are his skills, but I think he's getting a lot more comfortable with the puck. So he's looking up, like he looked up, didn't see a pass, and chipped it out a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, like he's getting a lot, almost Tim level hockey IQ.
He's
getting there.
I mean, he'll get there within a
I
couple.
don't know if you just heard Kelly go.
Suck it, Tim.
I guess that's too bad for me.
All right, what are we doing? What are we doing here, Tim? What are we doing?
What?
No, what's going on here?
No,
I-
speaking of which, speaking of the game, I know we're gonna get into it. I'm ready for it.
Wait, hold on, Tim. Tim, look at that second goal we scored.
Oh,
So when
did.
I went back and reviewed the tape, I saw the play that developed our second goal, my first goal of the game. You got the puck out. You hit the worst cross-ice pass I've ever seen to Craig. Craig fumbled
don't
the
ask
puck.
how.
I thought they touched it.
Craig fumbled the puck and crossed the other team's blue line and then chipped it out back across the blue line. I got the puck and waited for you guys to get back on sides. The whole team changed. So there was one. I was the only person on the ice, and Tim and Craig both got assists sitting on the bench.
I think you need to throw that clip up. if
I
you
will be
can.
throwing that
You
clip in
definitely
right
have to.
here.
Yeah,
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
because 5 points is 5 points. You don't need to throw all those up. But I want to see this.
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, it was the most Tim should I've ever seen to get a secondary assist, not even on the ice.
Well, I actually cloned myself for this interview, and I have him with me.
You have your clone with you?
I do.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh, is that Timmy Trash Bucket?
It sure is.
Oh man. I mean, I hate to say it, Tim. We were down on you. I didn't think you got that point, and honestly, I don't even know if that's better or worse than like actually getting a decent point. I know they don't ask how, they ask how many, but
Hey, if
scoring-
today was my
for
last
Tim.
day, I would die a happy man. That's all I'm saying.
okay. He's doing a bit, and I just can't figure out what it is yet.
How long
I mean,
until
he's on
Connor
par
figures
with
out the
John.
bit?
So that's good.
Nah, I'm never. I know it's like I know he's doing titles to songs, but I'm not sure what.
It's a little Toon nugget.
Oh my god!
He's spreading wisdom to the fan base.
I don't know if that's ever been the case.
But
about
I mean,
Tim.
if you want to take a screenshot of this, later you could just look at the photograph.
Oh, okay. I see what's happening now. I
You
see what's
tried so
happening now.
hard for that one.
Yeah,
I
that
see
was
what's happening now.
really pushing it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of
Just take
talking
his point
about
away.
it.
Just take it
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Take it
I
away.
wish I could, but I'm an honorable
Yeah.
statistician. So someone's got to do it. But no, big game from the pod.
Yeah.
The other two forward lines, not much happening there, which was a little disappointing. But at the end of the day, when we score 7 goals, and I guess are you guys our first line now? Are you promoting yourself the first line?
John
Garrett?
Hagan, first line of the Gooney Toons.
Yeah, I mean, when you produce, you produce. I mean, it is what it is.
Point
Yeah.
per game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
Exactly. Lou had a solid game. The third goal got a little asterisk next to it because
Mhm.
their player threw the puck out front from the corner, and Poon Patty didn't kick it in, but basically kicked it in
Just a
for an
six.
own goal.
That's
So
good, Mike.
that one's not really Lou's fault, but he had a couple big saves. And yeah, kept us in the game, couple nice breakaway saves. So Lou got the game chain, and then obviously because he scored an own goal. I mean, that was a no-brainer. How are you not going to give it to the guy that scores an own goal?
Yeah, he could have got spoiled
glove.
meat too.
Spoiled. Oh yeah, that would have been a spoiled. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That would have been spoiled meat. But yeah, Lou, solid game. Second win in 2 games, 2-0. So I think he now moves into sole possession of second place for Gooney Toons wins. So congrats.
Checks out.
Your street hockey game does not count. It does not
I don't
count.
know, man.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Now that Ian's
hold
on the team
hold
too,
on.
especially
Hold on.
every single person on that team.
Now,
was,
I know we're kind
was
of
a
going
Goon.
with this, Garrett. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Boo.
I would say we'll take a vote if you want. The 3 of us here, we're all on the street hockey team.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So as owner, operator, captain, president for life, dictator for life of Gooney Toons and all Gooney
Hold
Toon
on,
functions,
hold on. You don't
my
keep
vote
track of
counts for
stats.
4.
You don't keep track of stats though, not anymore.
Oh, I still
You got-
update bench chat
got-
based
you
off
got-
your stats.
Yeah, let's say based off my stats.
Yeah.
We got new stats boy in town. But no, good game from Lou, and
Hey.
whoa, Walter.
No, he's barking. There's something outside. It's the skunk. He got skunked Friday, so there's probably that skunk.
Oh,
Careful, there might be something in his mouth.
Yeah.
Get him, Walter. Get him. But no, we'll throw it over to Lou for I think he just got one Uckley. Thankfully for him, I'm sure he's was pretty happy about that. So take it away. I don't know which fucking one it was. Take it away, whichever idiot was doing the interview this time.
Buckley here with another Toon game chain winner, Jason Lou. Jason Lou, how do you feel after today?
Oh, pretty good, pretty ecstatic.
All right. How do you feel about getting used to the Toons? I feel like there's some chemistry going between you and some of the defensemen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fan favorite Lou here. What happened on the third goal?
Oh, I don't know. Just shit happens, I guess.
Shit happens. Okay, and favorite Disney princess, go.
Ooh, Disney princess.
Or prince.
Ooh, Prince. Okay.
Dealer's choice.
Pinocchio.
Nice. Make sure you tell him to lie.
All right. Thank you to
Buckley.
the Uckley one. I'll tell you what, it's been nice to have Lou. We love Bray to death, but Lou's been a solid stand-in for him. So we appreciate
I will
it.
say it was funny after the game when we were watching yours. There was a case sitting down like in front of at everybody's feet kind of thing, as per tradition. And he kind of looks at me, he's like, "Hey, can I have one?" And I'm like, "Dude, A, you're a member of the team. B, you're our goalie. Like you shouldn't pay for
Do whatever you want. Do
Yeah.
whatever you want, Lou.
You
You
do
should
whatever
never
you want.
pay for a
If
beer
you want
the
all
rest
the
of the
beers, take
season.
all the beers.
Lou, you can literally do whatever you want.
He does live in a frat house, guys. Right now I say take every beer.
No, take them
I
all,
mean,
Lou.
Who
Take 'em
am I?
all.
Who am I to say no to my goalie?
Take them
That's
all,
true.
dude. We have do whatever you want to do, Lou. It's all yours. All right, boys. Any more thoughts about the games? Either one. I will say, got 2 tough tests coming up this week. I think we're playing the 2 best
Yes.
teams and the best team in B League and the best team in C League as far as the standings go. So we got a little bit more towards the bottom of the standings this week. So we'll see if we can carry that momentum over to going into next week. And gotta love it. Back to back again. 9 and 9:45. Can't fucking wait.
I'm
Love
just glad
that
my
shit.
game's first.
Yeah. Get the fresh legs.
Honestly, if we have 15 guys again, I'm not going to be too upset about it being back to back. But
Well,
man,
yeah. We'll probably be floating around. I would say 12. That's my number for
You
a
think
9
so?
o'clock game. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, the Midland boys might not make it down for a 9 o'clock game.
They might not, but they might. I think Eric said his cutoff was 9:30. So
He did say
Ooh.
9:30.
That's okay.
Time to
So
put his money where his mouth is.
that is past Tom's bedtime, though.
Definitely past times by time.
Yes, yeah.
So we don't know
As of
about
right
Tom.
now, Hagen is the only one. Dr. Dragon, the only one not attending.
All right, well, that's good because I was going to pick him. I appreciate that, Tim, because I was going to pick him for my Gooney Streak. So now I won't.
You know what? That probably wouldn't have been bad the way that line was
That's
producing.
true.
Just saying.
That's true. All he's got to do is just throw a pass off the boards and then have Garrett slash the guy sick a bunch of times and touch the puck once and then have Ty go in and score a goal and then they both get a point.
Hey, it was a fight for the puck, and I knew my center was coming up behind me. So
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
sure you
true.
did. I'm sure you did.
I did. That's why I did that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey,
Don't
Connor,
listen to Garrett. That was a great play.
my eyesight's getting a little bad in my age. You know how many points do I have?
Listen, I hope you hold on to this small nugget of victory for as long as you can, my older
Hey,
cousin.
it's being recorded.
It's-
7
you're right.
Hold on
points
to it for as
Garrett.
long as you're holding on to your hairline.
That's right.
Yep.
Just grip on with everything you've got. Because if history has taught us everything, it's that if history has taught us
Hey, all I
anything,
know is
this is
Team
going to
Garrett Eric
pass.
is beating Team Connor right now.
that is true. Team
That is
Garrett
very
Eric
true.
is beating Team Connor. That is true. Thanks in no part to Eric. So yeah,
Hey, Team Garrett Eric.
you're right.
I don't
You're
make
right.
distinctions. I just score goals.
Nope, you're right.
One more
Is
than
this,
Connor.
is this the first time, Garrett, you've ever been tied for the points lead for the Gooney Tunes? I mean, it's gotta be.
Well, no, this is probably
No, we're not counting before the season starts.
this is the sixth time.
I was saying, we're not counting before the
At the
season
beginning of
starts.
each season and right now.
No,
this
yeah.
moment.
So yes. Well then
Yes.
congratulations, Garrett. This is
Thank you,
it's
thank you.
a big moment for you. We'll see.
I'm riding this wave, man. 5
Yep.
points or bust next game.
Oh boy, yeah. 5
Love to
points
see
against
it.
the best team in the league. If you score 5 points against the best team in the league, I'll buy your beer for the rest of the year.
Whoa, Garrett. Let's make this happen.
I'm gonna be buzzing
I hope so,
on
dude.
Sunday.
I would love that. I would love that. Buzzing, Izzy. Buzzing.
What?
All right. Next up, we have our newest segment. We talked about a little bit about this last week, but we're going to be doing going back to school a little bit. We've got some Gooney grades. So we didn't let these guys know, but we announced on the last pod that we would be grading the in-game, and I don't know if we said we were going to take into post-game performances of these two guys, but I think we're kind of weighing them all together. It's kind of how we want to grade it. So, okay. But yeah, we did Bobby from the B team and Embry from the C team. So we'll go ahead and reveal Bobby's grades first, and then we've got a little average aggregate, and then we'll keep track of those throughout the season just kind of see how everybody does. So first up, we got Bobby. Not bad from Bobby. Couple B pluses. Garrett gave him a B. Ty gave him an A. For an average of a B plus.
Nice.
So B plus for Bobby. He had an assist. Probably could have had a couple more. And just had a solid overall game. I know he was a little bit down on himself after his game last week. So it was nice to see a nice little bounce back performance from Bobby. Played well. I gave him solid B plus. Garrett, and I'm gonna go. Hold on.
I'll be honest.
I was gonna say
didn't realize
Garrett.
he had an assist.
Okay.
So I would like to bump up, give him that
No.
plus.
No bumping.
Nope. Okay. Well,
No
no.
bumps.
So I liked. He was definitely hustling out there, moving the puck. I didn't see the assist, so that's why he got the B, not something higher.
Okay.
But now that I know that, he definitely get a little higher. But yeah, he was moving.
I will say,
moving
even
well.
if you made it a B plus, his average would still be a B plus. So
Yeah, I know
it
that's why I
wouldn't-
said
it wouldn't.
plus.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
I don't want to
change
mess with
anything.
the PowerPoint too much.
It's all right. It wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
Tim, your thoughts? You were also a spectator for this one.
Yeah, it played well. He got the assist. I was kind of leaning towards Joan with the straight B, but he hung out at the bar for quite a bit afterwards, so bumped him up to a B plus.
There you go. That's always
Pays to hang out.
yeah. Honestly, I feel like for a couple of us on this panel, I'm not going to say any names, the post game performance might be as or more important than the in game performance.
You know that's true, Connor.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that was
That's the game within the game.
the game. Yeah, the game after and within.
Yeah.
Ty,
So-
you gave Bobby an A.
I did.
High. That Ty's a soft grader.
No. So you guys forgot one
He's that
thing.
homeroom
He-
teacher everybody wants.
He also showed up for our game before the hand, and he
That's
served
true.
behind the bench, and he opened the door for us.
Yes.
That took him from a
you know
B
what?
to a B plus, and his post game performance
Yeah.
to an A.
I don't love
forgot
that we're
about
just
that.
giving out pluses for just non.
But who else was there?
What?
Who else was
No,
there?
he
you know,
opened the
listen,
door.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. You can grade
know what I
however
mean?
you want. You can grade however you want.
I'm an
I
easy
am
teacher.
grading.
What do you
I
want
am
from me?
grading largely based on how you play in the game. But if
I
you
came
guys,
out hard.
if you guys
Bobby,
want to
you probably
weigh,
earned a little more than that. I'll be
if
out.
you guys want to weigh yours,
You'll see.
you
You'll
can
see how I
wait.
graded Embry.
you can weigh them however you want. Yeah, Embry's. I'll tell you what, Embry's grades are. I tell you what, Bobby B plus, solid game, solid performance. Glad you were able to bounce back. Embry,
Oh boy, boys.
here's my first question. So, Tim, you apparently are weighing out of game things pretty heavily. So Bobby showed up to the game before, helped on the bench, stayed after, and had an assist. You
Correct.
graded him lower than Embry, who didn't have an assist, and hung out after, right? Or no, didn't even hang out after, really.
So he would have got a solid A if he would have scored a goal, got me an assist or something like that.
Got me an assist.
But I see
You know
his
what, Tim?
hustle out
Had
there.
he got you an assist, he would have got a higher grade from me too.
No, he was going in the corners, doing all the dirty work. So yeah,
So you wait. You don't really give a shit about points.
hey, team won. It's a team game.
I mean, both teams won, so that argument doesn't really add up. I just want to know that you have a consistent grading system, because based on these, it just kind of seems like you're just kind of throwing letters at the wall.
It's our first week.
Okay, all right.
It's our first week.
And also, he played well the week before too. So
We're not, Tim. It's the 1 week.
he's riding
It's the
that wave.
It's
He's
the
riding
one
that
game.
wave.
See, I knew this was going to be a problem. I knew.
And he's my center.
Yeah, and he's my center. Yeah, exactly.
I need
Exactly.
someone pass to me.
That's my quarterback.
Garrett, you gave him a C.
Oh, mine is 100% spiteful because I had Embry as my
Oh,
as my Gooney
yeah, you
Streak.
Gooney Streak. Yep. No, yeah, that.
because I thought he played great. He was hustling his ass off, but messed up my streak. I'm gonna mess you up in the grades.
I mean, I kind of respect that, just absolute pettiness.
Yeah,
Because I
absolutely.
probably
No, and
would have,
I'm owning that.
if Phil were on this instead of Embry, Phil would have been lucky to get a C
Yeah.
based on his performance. I was sorely disappointed with Phil. Had so many chances, 45
he
seconds
did,
to go
yeah.
in the game, on a breakaway, trips over the blue line. It was a tough look.
Boom
for
Patty
Phil.
saved him from getting that goblet or the
Yeah,
glove.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
absolutely.
did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Ty B plus from Embry. Ty seems like an easy grader. I'm just gonna say.
Like I said, that homeroom teacher everybody wants.
Hey, am I the coolest teacher in the school? Quite possibly.
I feel like a sex scandal is going to come out.
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna be touching somebody.
Between Ty and one of his students.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tune
Embry.
in.
That's what we call a tease.
Yeah. Ooh boy. I don't know if
Wait for
No,
I
Gooney
don't know
Court.
if that's the good kind of tease.
So no, like Garrett said, Embry played pretty well. He had a little scoring that goal hangover this week. Didn't find his way onto the stat sheet, but he played pretty well. Reason he got a B plus instead of a low A, he didn't get on the stat sheet, so I was heading for a low A. He skipped out on beers with the boys, at least beers with me, which is automatically a drop in
he was
grade.
there. He watched most of your game. So he works now. So
I know.
I was talking to him.
I'm
'cause
aware.
He's got to get up at like 6. So I don't blame him. He's got to be an adult.
No beer with
Some of us
Ty.
do.
I mean, that doesn't stop half of us on the show.
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say.
true.
Buy $1 for every time I heard I'm only staying for a couple. And then a case,
Yeah,
then a
yeah.
case comes out and Timmy
Usually
says,
it's a
I
few.
can't have 5. I've already had 4. And then he has 3 more.
Well, a little bit of a story time. So I roll in the house around, I don't know, 2:30, 2:40 in the morning.
Oh my dude, you live 5 minutes from the rink.
Yep.
Cal.
Tim.
And
Okay.
so Ashley fell asleep on the couch watching TV. I see her lift her head up, look at the clock, and goes, "You're never gonna learn," and then lays back down. I said, "Nope,
I mean, when you're right, you're
you're
right.
not wrong."
I
She's
mean,
not wrong.
how many, like I said, I don't know how many times you've said, I'm only going to say for a couple.
Tim and I literally made a pact saying we weren't going to stay past midnight, and that lasted about not even 1 week.
No, I didn't even. Yeah, no, you guys said that last week. Yeah. It is what
I
it
also
is.
forgot to bring it up. Happy slightly sober October.
Oh
Drink more
yeah.
water.
Happy slightly sober October, boys. Tim,
Hey.
Tim, what are you drinking?
Mine's just water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Ty, what are you drinking?
Talk amongst
Kool-Aid.
yourselves.
Yeah,
The Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Nope.
Our,
Ashley had darts last night at the bar. Went up to the bar. Just drink water.
okay.
Wow.
All right.
Maybe because I was hungover.
I was gonna say definitely.
I was gonna say that might have something to do with it.
Definitely didn't have anything to do with the fact that you said until 2:30 the night before. All right, so we got to pick who we're doing next week, which we probably should have done prior to recording, but hey,
So
fuck it, we'll do
I
it live.
have a
Hey, look behind the
suggestion.
scenes, right?
All right, so what do you got? Who do you think, Tim?
So for just for the B team, I think we need to do Porter. He's coming off a high right now.
King shit.
I don't hate that. I mean, we could. Okay, all right. I like Porter, so we'll do Porter for the B team. Any thoughts for the C team? Ty, you got any thoughts? What about?
We could do Poon Patty. Try to get him going.
I was gonna say Poon Patty.
I like Poon Patty a lot too. I was gonna say in honor of Hurricane Ian, keeping my Gooney streak alive. I was gonna suggest Hurricane Ian.
I was thinking it would be a good idea if we were gonna do a guy that played on both to have him be for the same, like have one guy for the same week. So like, but I don't want to do it on a night when we play back to back.
Smart, yeah.
Hey, how about
So-
we do Connor? Let's do
Nah,
Connor.
that's all right. No, that's okay. No, we'll do Porter and Poon Patty. We'll do the big P boys. Porter and Poon Patty. All right,
I love
pencil it in. Next week.
Yeah, and
Porter,
shout
Poon Patty, we know you guys are watching. Bring your A games next week.
Shout out to Poon Patty this week. He's a single dad this week.
Oh, is he?
Alyssa's in Alyssa's in
is he
California
really?
for a few days. So
Oh no.
No.
Oh, Poon Patty, I hope you're still alive by Thursday and you can listen to this and hear this shout out. Also,
yeah,
sorry for bashing you earlier and scoring on our own goal. But hey, it is what it is. All right, next up, we've got, what's your excuse? So 3 missing from the B team. Burkle, I think, has COVID or is getting over COVID or is sick or is something. I'm not sure. Ty, you probably know better than I do.
Yeah, he's coming. He came out and played a little bit of pickleball today. He's finally over COVID. I don't think he actually had it in the first place. He was being extra cautious for the boys. So
I'm
shout
good
out
with
Burrow
that.
for being safe.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. Diener was in a golf tournament at Treetops in Gaylord. So
Are you sure he wasn't embarrassed from his last week's performance?
I mean, it was
That-
probably a little bit of both, if we can be honest. But this is kind of like the last weekend or two where I think he could get away with that excuse.
That thumbs
Where
down's
it's-
like a little bit.
Yeah,
Up.
because it's
Not
still
much, but
it's
just a
still
little bit.
nice enough out to kind of be like, all right, the golf season's winding down a little bit, but I would say like towards the middle of October, he's probably going to get lambasted for that excuse.
To be fair,
Yeah.
that course is probably
fair.
beautiful right about
Oh,
now.
absolutely. I mean, Treetops is beautiful all year round, but yeah, especially
Well,
in
yeah,
the
but
fall.
the fall.
Yeah, especially in the fall for sure.
Yeah.
Johnny,
I'm glad they didn't burn it to the ground.
I thought we were done with that. Are we not? Do you
Now
have
you're
more?
just forcing it in here.
Do you have more? Do you have more?
Have some class.
I mean, this guy, you don't know what I'm talking about here, Ty?
Yeah, no, good point. Give me 1 point.
Yeah.
Hey, switch to my undershirt. Got a point.
I mean, don't make me throw the highlight video in again because it's like the worst point of all time. It's
I
worse
still
than
don't believe it happened.
it's worse than when Reader tripped on the puck behind our net and Ty went
Don't
coast to
care.
coast and
They don't
scored.
ask how.
Well, sometimes they
Been
do.
saying that for years.
Sometimes they do. When you've got highlight, when you've got like video of it, they might just ask how.
That's true.
But yeah, Johnny, I think was working.
Yeah, he was working in Macomb. There's
So-
no way he was making the game. So free pass in that one.
Hate to see that. Really hate to see that for the guy that picked him for his Gooney Streak. Won't say any names. We'll leave that for a little later. And Bicey, I think, is still nursing a sore back. So I think he was supposed to go. Yeah, so I think he was going in to get another shot Tuesday or something like that. So hopefully he's good to go. I will say I love him, but he would have made 16 guys, and that's just too many. Gotta be honest.
That's the stars aligning right there.
I do recall being on the bench when somebody saying, it might have been you, Connor, can you guys scoot down? And we go, no, we can't.
I did say that.
Yeah.
And I was told no. I was sitting like this. I couldn't move my arms. I was scared that when I stood up to go over the boards, I was going to slice somebody's neck because there was just no room on the bench. And I was told, no, there's no more room. So deal with it. So that's what happens when you have 15 guys show up to a game.
Every swinging day.
But yeah, that's the Gooney Toons motto.
Hey, that's how we won our first game.
That is true.
We did.
Yeah,
That is true.
Captain Clutch.
All right, boys. Next up, we got something everybody's been waiting a week for. I know that for a fact. We have dun 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 Gooney Court.
Hit that intro.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in a California municipal court. Both parties have agreed to dismiss their court cases and have their dispute settled here in our forum, the
Gooney
Court.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Garrett Fridline. Court is now in session for Gooney Court, case number 2. The People versus Tim Lewis. Representing the people in this case are Mr. Tyler Barassa and his assistant attorney, Mr. Ian Crampton. Representing Mr. Lewis is Mr. Richard Bernstein. Judge, the floor is yours.
All right. Court is now in session. Mr. Richard Bernstein, our surprise.
What's so funny?
Sorry. Okay, we're professionals.
Oh, we
we're
are.
lawyers. All right. So the court, as the bailiff has said, the court will now hear the proceedings. I will say the documents
Come on, Ty,
presented.
grow up.
Well done, Mr. Crampton. You presented a very thoughtful case. Your claims are within the boundaries of civil procedures, and your pleadings will now be heard.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is way more official than the first time we did this.
So go ahead. Please state your claims against the defendant.
After you, Ian.
After you. No, I insist you first.
Ian was
Let
our
the guy-
head lawyer for this trial here. He sent you the case. He's the head point of contact. He has to present the arguments.
It took forever to open. Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, man. But it was still really nice. Well done, though. Like seriously,
Yeah, well,
you had me fooled.
we had one day, and you know what? We were like, you know what? Let's not give Tim any time to prepare.
He
Okay.
still didn't prepare. I guarantee it. But anyways,
So
I'm a
our
fair and
official
just judge.
complaint on Sunday, September 25th, 2022, located in Skaters Bar and Grill, which is located in Crystal Fieldhouse Ice Arena, which is located on 5371 Daily Farms Drive, which
But
is
recognize his
located in
position. Continue, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Let me just skip ahead here. There's a lot of Tim Lewis of the Gooney Toons committed a crime. Myself, Tyler Bursaw, and also Brandon Matucci would like to officially file a complaint to the Gooney Court for the reprehensible act of peddling a Labatt Blue Light for a Cool Blue Gatorade when it was not decided, agreed, or even in question that such a blunder would be allowed. We would like to press full charges against Tim Lewis and demand the reparation of one Labatt Blue Light to be purchased for each of us while another member of the Gooney Toons is present and witnessing. That is all, Your Honor.
Judge, we had somebody enter the court, and I don't know who they are. Unidentified member of the court, identify yourself, please.
Oh, hi, this is Brandon Matucci. How is everybody doing today?
Oh, Mr. Matucci, I'm glad you could attend. We were a little worried you weren't going to make it. for this
I
monumental
decided to
decision.
take a little bit of time from Rocket City just for you guys today.
He's on his break.
We're very happy to have you here, Mr. Matucci.
Yes,
Thank
welcome,
you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Matucci.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, Mr. Timothy Lewis, the claims against you are very serious, egregious, some would say. I'm not making any preconceived notions, or I have not made any decisions until I hear the case presented by both sides. So the case rests with the defense. Please state your rebuttal.
Well, before I get started, I know it's kind of Ian's kind of dressed up too, so I figured it'd only be fair that I look presentable in court. So I'm gonna put on this tie.
You're doing this now?
Well, some show up that way, but
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing this now. What are we? Okay, we're gonna watch him tie a tie.
Look at the struggle bus on this tie.
Let's see.
Jabber.
Is
We'll
he trying-
recognize that
is he-
Mr. Timothy Lewis does not know how to tie a tie.
Is
quick.
he trying to? Is he trying to impress us with his tie tying skills?
Okay, now,
It's not working.
so as you may have heard, I did in fact trade in a Gatorade a Labatt for a Gatorade. Now, there was two Labatts remaining in the cooler. I took one to trade in. Tyler took the other one. But prior to trading in,
Objection.
Sustained, continue. That means you can't talk.
I know.
Continue, Tim.
because he is an active judge and not a senior judge. So prior to trading it in, I asked Matucci. He goes, "No, I'm done drinking for the night." I asked Ian. He goes, "No, I probably shouldn't have another one."
Objection.
objection.
So
Objection, point of
I go-
order, recognized. The objection is recognized. Mr. Barassa, please bring your point forward.
There were two beers in the cooler at the time that Tim decided he was going to exchange the Gatorade. He handed one to me. Second that transition happens, I am now the owner and sole possessor of that beer, correct?
This is true. You two entered a contract formally agreeing upon the exchange of two Labatt Blue Lights.
So therefore, Tim is now holding the last beer. And if I recall correctly, Ian asked, are we doing one more? That's all for my objection.
All right.
that did not happen, Your Honor. So I actually go to trade it in,
Boom, boom, boom.
and Steph says, "Would you like to
Objection.
close out your tab?"
Noted the objections. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Mr. Lewis, please continue.
Now Steph says, "Would you like to close out your tab?" I said no, because I'm probably buying a round. I did not close out my tab at that time. I go back to the table. I offer to buy a round. Tyler already had one. Ian and Brandon Matucci both declined. Now, may I ask, Your Honor, where were you last Saturday with your boy?
Attacking the judge is always a good strategy in a court.
No,
of law.
no.
That'll always work.
This is not attacking the judge.
Last Saturday, I was with my boy at the Flint Firebirds game.
Oh, he's trying to bribe the judge. Sorry,
Oh
boys.
my
He's trying to
God.
bribe the judge.
No. No bribery either. And how did you obtain those tickets?
I bought them online.
This backfired.
Is that your point, Tim?
That is not true.
Garrett didn't use
You
your
obtained
ticket.
That's not. I was not in seats 6 and 7.
So you were given two tickets.
That is correct.
By whom?
Me and my son, as you have requested, were in seats 6 and 7. However, there were two people not related to the court in seats 4 and 5, which
And
the
that's
court does
fine.
recognize that is your seats. No point awarded.
Nope, that's fine. So would you say I asked for nothing in return? I did it out of the kindness of my heart. Good character. That's a
The
good
court does
character move.
recognize good character, and good characters are only on the Gooney Tunes.
And as you know, Tyler's character has been questioned in
Objection.
this podcast previously.
Objection.
Would
Point of
yours
order.
not be?
I'll allow it.
Tim.
All right. So, as I was saying, we recognize good characters in Gooney Tunes. Only good characters are on the Gooney Tunes, and that's why we hold these court sessions, so that good characters are brought forth and the bad ones are weeded out. So, Timothy, there's clearly a discrepancy in your story. So I give it back to the Mr. Barassa
The
and Mr.
plaintiffs.
Crampton for their contrary to your story.
The plaintiffs, Your Honor.
I actually forgot that.
I could tell, Your Honor. That's why I'm here.
I was like, fuck, it starts with the P, starts with the P. Law
Don't say
school.
Poon Patty. Don't say Poon
Practically,
Patty.
he's already a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. So my objection to Tim's character claim right there. Timmy, no points. Do you or do you not have a page inside of your phone dedicated to notes of what I say as we stay out at Skaters Bar and Grill, shutting down the bar as we do every Sunday, just so you can ridicule me on this podcast?
I do not.
Did you at one point have this page? Remember, you are under oath.
Perhaps.
Perhaps it's not a yes or a no.
So yes or no question, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Interesting that you weren't
objection.
recording the events that night on your phone.
So does that count as perjury then?
Possibly. We'll review the records after.
I will turn it over to my co-plaintiff, Ian Crampton, for his earlier objection, if that is okay with Your Honor.
Oh, of course.
This is so much more official than the first time we did this.
I know.
I would actually like to see if Mr. Matucci would like to speak his words.
I think we'll get copyrighted. So,
I would like to motion in Lamine with that.
we might get copyrighted, so unfortunately I have to stay muted for right now, but I will have some words hopefully soon.
Yeah, you have to see some music playing in the background.
The court recognized the predicament Mr. Matucci is in, and
appreciates him not getting the podcast copyright strikes. It is so noted.
All right, I feel like I've heard enough. Do both parties wish to move to summary judgment?
I don't think
If that's what the honor
I
decides.
don't think any of them know what that means. I don't know what
Are
that
you guys
means.
cool? Are you guys cool with the facts at hand?
Can we keep
Anybody-
this?
are there any
can we
more
keep this
facts
moving?
route forward? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
I mean, if you want me to read off all the statements and testimonies.
we've seen
and-
all the affidavits, all the sworn statements. It's very damning to the defendant.
How many just for the record, for the jury at home, how many statements approximately were submitted, Your Honor, on behalf of the plaintiffs?
I believe there were 5 statements.
That's
1,
an
2,
overwhelming
3, 4,
amount of evidence.
4 official statements. I apologize.
That's an overwhelming amount of evidence.
Yes, and that's
for the
not
plaintiffs.
that's not including the mounds and mounds of court documents that they submitted and that they actually.
Mounds and mounds.
Yeah. So the court recognizes the hard work that the plaintiffs did beforehand. So Mr. Lewis, your closing remarks as a defendant.
My character says it all.
Okay.
All right.
All right. The court assesses damages and notes that the statute of limitations is not in effect here. Had this been in slightly sober October, there would be no punishes granted. However, it is backdated to September 27th. So the defendant will be paying the plaintiffs 2 beers due to the egregious penalty thing. And note that there was some question of perjury involved. So that's that extra beer. So 2 beers. This case is closed. And
2 beers per plaintiff.
Per plaintiff.
Whoa, that's
Thank
all.
you,
Boys like cider beers.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Your Honor.
Because you're not getting the bat. You already
The
banged the
court has
gavel.
ordered.
You already hit the hammer. You already hit the hammer thing. It's over.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little.
Matucci-
I think we need to kind of spruce it up and be a little less official. That was.
Yeah, no, that was
That was
listen,
good.
it's only case number 2. Garrett's in
That's
law
so
school,
funny.
so he's got to strut his law school stuff, even though he doesn't know the fucking word plaintiff.
Hey, no
So-
big deal. I got the I got the top score in my civil procedures quiz.
Nobody asked. Nobody asked. But all right, do you guys feel good about how that went? I feel like some of you probably feel better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
satisfied
I
with
feel
this.
great.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like all it takes is just a lot of documents, and Garrett will see that you did a lot of work and like that. So in the future, if you have a case, throw a bunch of documents at him. You probably won't read all of them.
I'll read them all.
Okay.
But you got to be careful. If it's too much to read and I read them all and you don't have a case, then it's going to work against you.
That's fair, but the point I was trying to make was that this case was basically won before we even started this meeting today.
Oh,
Hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully that's why I gave the documentation. Hopefully, get the
Yeah.
story in there. You know,
Yeah.
And it
Unless
also was stated that I did not have to buy it from Skaters Bar and Grill.
No, it's 2 beers.
Oh.
It's 2 beers a piece. But if
Look
you're
at
would
this
say it's-
loophole.
if you're
I'll give
trying
you-
if you're
I'm-
trying to
The beer
loophole
loophole
this,
is cool. The Skaters Bar bill.
I would just like to point out Tim's keystone argument in his defense was his character. And
Yeah.
right now he's doing nothing,
that is some
nothing
people's
but
defense.
assassinating his own character.
No, you guys should have seen Tim's face when I was like, I bought them online. He was like, my entire point. Because my buddy Greg and his kid were sitting in your seats.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was a nice try. That was a nice try trying to strong arm a judge.
was
Yo,
that your
Tim.
was that your secret move?
Don't worry
Yeah, it
about
was.
it.
Yeah, it was.
No,
It
Richard
most certainly
Bernstein
was,
was.
yeah.
Richard
Bringing in-
Bernstein
I didn't hear
was.
much
Yeah,
from
I was gonna say, can we
Bernstein,
hear from
yeah.
Mr. Bernstein?
No, we can't.
He said no questions, please.
Yeah.
You guys
No,
know he's a Michigan Supreme Court justice now.
Tim, is that just your iPhone logged into this Zoom call as well?
That's Bertucci.
Exactly what that is, Ian. All right. Without any more discussion, I think this case is closed. Case number 2 of Gooney Court is no longer in session. All right. There you have it. Judge Fridline has spoken. The ruling is final.
Fair
That
and
was-
honorable.
That was case 2 of Gooney Court. We will now jump into.
Real quick, if I may.
Oh, sorry. Go
So,
ahead.
Please let us know if you have cases to bring in Gooney Court.
Yes.
Let us know if you have anybody you want to call out for any reason. And the judge is always willing to hear any case.
I would say we will litigate. Is that the right word? Litigate any case?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nailed it. Suck it.
Are you a
law.
lawyer too?
Basically. All right. Here we go. Gooney Streak. Only one streak remains perfect through the season. Ty, congratulations.
Well
Ian
done.
got
Good
that.
pick.
Ian
Thank
had
you,
that.
thank you.
Hurricane.
Ian's goal, we didn't really get a chance to touch on it in B League, was chef's kiss. Drop down to one knee, clapper, top shelf was perfect.
It was
He
gorgeous.
came back to the bench and I was like, shit, dude, it's almost like you know what he's doing. He's like, what happened? I closed my eyes. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was perfect. But yeah, I mean, Timmy, tough when the guy you pick doesn't show up to the game. And I hate to say I told you so,
Yeah.
but
We definitely told you
I
so.
definitely told you
I didn't
so.
think Johnny would let me down, but I don't know.
Did I not say 75% chance when you asked?
Yeah, see, that was
Did.
too low for me.
I gambled.
Yeah.
Roll those die, baby.
All right, Ty, since you are the only one, you have the longest streak. You're wearing the crown. You will be selecting your player first. Who do you have for week 4?
So I had a chance to talk with Ian earlier today, and he told me that he did not even know that I picked him for Gooney Streak because he just binged the podcast, all the episodes last night. So he had
I don't
no
believe him.
idea. He was totally
I don't
oblivious.
bel- I don't believe-
First
I don't-
episode all the way up.
Attaboy. 36 episodes in 2 days.
Well,
Is
yeah, no, I'm
he
talking
in
about this
two of
season.
them?
Sorry, this season. This season. Sorry. He hasn't watched any of
Okay,
this
yeah.
season. So he was
All right,
totally
all right.
oblivious. I picked him for the Gooney Streak. So I'm going to go with somebody who is also oblivious that we're doing the Gooney Streak. I'm going to go with my line mate, Brendan Burkle.
All right, Burkle. Wait, Burkle doesn't like him subscribe?
Not that I know of.
Come on,
we got it. We
Burkle.
got it. Come on, boys.
We've discussed.
If
Maybe
you
we
guys
get a
want
great
it,
Burkle.
you guys are part of the podcast now. You got to watch the podcast. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. We got to
That's what I'm
do.
saying.
We need to give. I was thinking about this. We need to give the viewers an incentive
Oh,
for us to
speaking
get
of
to 100 subscribers.
speaking of subscribers, shout out Chad and the Atwater boys for tuning in, liking, and subscribing
Yeah.
down from Troy
Attaboy,
Sports Center.
Chad.
Makes no sense.
Attaboy.
But yeah, shout out Chad. All right, Garrett, you have the second longest streak of the season, so you're going to go second. Who do you have this week?
So it was obviously a bad pick last week, but I think Phil's gonna come out raging. I think he tasted blood the first 2 games and he wants more. So I'm picking Phil this week.
I'm afraid that Phil may have used up all of his goals in the first 2 games of the season.
That's per tradition.
That
We've
is
seen
what
this
that is-
movie
fish.
before.
Yeah, I
Send him
have
a
seen
fish to
this
eat before the
movie.
game.
Yeah. All right, but Garrett took Phil. Tim, do you want to go? Or do you want me to go?
No, I can go.
All right.
Since Johnny let me down last week,
Got to pick John Hagan now. Yeah.
is
Don't-
Jake going to be there?
Damn it, Tim.
I would assume so, but I'm not going to guarantee it.
9:45 game. That's late.
I'm going to say I'll give it a solid 80%. I said 75% for Johnny
That's
last week.
still
I'm going to
not
say
great.
80.
That's still not great, Tim.
Mm. Man, oh man. You know what? I'm going with Garrett.
Oh,
Garrett's buzzing.
Oh.
I said he's going to be
Got a
buzzing
little point
next
streak
week.
going. I like it. I like
Would
it.
this be a 3-game point streak for you, Garrett? Or did you get a point the first
I
game?
mean, don't call it a streak, but yeah.
So it would be a 3-game point streak if you scored.
Yeah.
All right. I'm up.
Hey.
I'll tell you what, here's the biggest conundrum I've got going on right now is we're playing the 2 best teams in the leagues next week.
Yeah.
So I think scoring might be at a premium.
Whoopsters.
And for that reason, I'm going to take, give me Jake Brown.
Ooh,
Give me JB.
Solid pick. Solid pick.
So-
I like it.
So I got JB, Garrett's got Phil, Tim's got Garrett, Tyler's got Burkle. All right, boys. Tim, Garrett, good luck. Ty, I hope Burkle doesn't touch the ice and doesn't show up for the sake of you losing your streak. I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd be rooting as hard for this streak as I am, but it legitimately.
Oh,
is
yeah.
I think about it a
It's a
lot out
thing.
on the ice. I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
The
It's
whole
funny you
time
say that.
Ember's on the ice. I'm like, come on, score.
So-
Yeah, I know.
When Ian scored his goal, his beautiful slap shot on the knee. First thing I say to him, I go over there and I give him a little hug. He goes, I go, thank God you saved my Gooney streak.
Oh shit. But all right. Best luck to everybody. That'll be fun. All right, boys. Anything else? What you got? I got a couple
I'm
of
glad
Ride that
hockey's
wave,
back.
baby. Sip
I'm
that
glad hockey's
Kool-Aid.
back.
You're glad hockey's back? Really?
That's
Yeah.
an episode 1 thing, bro.
You're
Come
such
on.
a
Yeah.
I'm happy every
loser.
Sunday.
Oh,
Football
I
all
got
day.
so I have good news. So as we announced last week, we now have a voicemail line where you can call and leave a 90-second voicemail for us. You can
Up to.
up to 90 seconds. Thank
You
you.
can leave it for, any time in
4
between.
3,
seconds if you
4,
want.
5
Yeah.
seconds. Yep, however long you want. But you can ask us questions. You can comments, chirps, whatever you want to do. You can leave your name or you can be anonymous. And we actually got a voicemail last week. I'll throw it in right here.
This is an anonymous person. I just want to say that Garrett did the best part of this podcast. Bye.
So thank you to that anonymous caller. No idea who that was.
Well-educated,
but-
probably good-looking anonymous caller. Just
Yeah,
saying.
no, I'm sure they're definitely not just an inbred homeless person that somehow got a hold of a cell phone and called into the show.
Yeah. How many
Definitely.
homeless people do you think are listeners? Probably not too many.
Yeah, but there's might be one.
Might
And I'm
be.
sure, and I'm
I-
sure.
I
I'll tell you
guess.
what. I tell you what. If we did have a homeless listener, I know who their favorite host would be. Right there. Yeah,
This guy.
that's right. Yeah.
Hey, so next time you see a homeless guy at a red light or something, you know how they stand out there asking for money?
Ask them if
Give
they
them
like
that
the
QR code.
Yeah.
Give him a $5. Give him a $5 in the QR code. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what. So, interesting story. So, walking to school, dude asks
Oh,
for
back to school.
Buckle up.
dude
back
asks for
to
some money. I'm like,
school.
I don't carry cash, and he goes, "Oh, I got a Venmo," and I'm just like, "What?"
Dude, that's like the ultimate power move from a homeless person. Because
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
no.
the only thing you can say to him is, "Sorry, I don't carry cash." And
Yeah.
at that point, it's like, well, then what do you want me to do? But to
I Venmoed him $5.
but to slap back with a
It worked.
but
It
to
worked.
slap
I
back
was-
with a
I was
oh,
just
don't
like,
worry, I have a Venmo.
You got me.
That
You got
is
me, dude.
awesome.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That is such a power move. I love that guy.
Oh, I do too. He's there every day. That's
Oh,
tough.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
But I
Don't
told
worry,
him
I
this is the
have
only
a
time I'm
Venmo.
doing it.
That's incredible.
Nice guy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, boys. One other thing. Just a reminder to everybody, we will be doing our first ever live stream next Wednesday. So that's October 12th. It is the second night of the NHL regular season. We're going to be going live right around 7, maybe a little bit after 7, to do like a watch party for the games. We'll be drinking, answering questions, talking shit, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll probably have a couple other guys besides the 4 of us on throughout the night. We're definitely going to be watching the first game, like the first slate of games, and then maybe staying up for the second, depending on how things go. So come on by. We'll be live. Make sure you're subscribed and all that good stuff to the YouTube, and you're following on the Instagram, so you can be notified when we go live. But yeah, it should be fun. Something new we're trying this year. But yeah, so that's next Wednesday, the 12th, 7 o'clock. Be here in this YouTube, inside of our YouTube.
Files are inside the computer.
Files are inside the computer. All right, boys. Anything else?
No, sir.
Nothing.
On here.
How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this coming up week? We've touched on it a couple times, but like we said, played 2 of the lower-ish teams in our leagues. Now we're playing the top dogs. Do we think we're going to be all right?
I think so.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah, it's going to be close regardless.
All right. Are we thinking a 2-0 week or a 1-1 week? Or I hate to say it. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it.
Yeah, don't even say it. No.
Because Garrett, you almost jinxed our asses.
I didn't say shit.
You before
use the points.
No, that's not. You were
good breakout.
Dangerously close to pulling a Connor.
Yeah.
Dangerously close.
Possibly.
Yeah. But no, I think
the locker room did not like that at all.
No,
they did. Yeah.
No, we did not.
And rightfully so. Garrett
Fair
was treading on dangerous ground there.
This is true.
I will say, Tim, I see your clone there has got his flag. As always, we want to thank Greg for his service. We weren't able to do that in person on Sunday because he wasn't there. It was nice to see Greg and his son at the Firebirds game on Saturday, but he was unable to make it on Sunday. So hopefully we'll see you.
Super fan,
Greg.
Greg.
Try and make this one, so we'll see.
We appreciate that, Greg. We like you way more than Garrett. So if you want to just come down and leave Garrett at home, we're fine with that.
Who's gonna get all your goals?
I can't deal with him scoring points. It is insufferable.
Just saying.
I'm trying something new.
5 out of the 7 goals may not have happened.
Trying something new this year where I'm positive and I'm not trying to focus on points, and I have my asshole of an older cousin just constantly berating me on the bench. Hey, Connor, how many points do you have? Hey, Connor, do you have any goals this game?
Everybody on the bench noticed as soon as I started poking that bear. It's like, man, Connor's not passing anymore.
And honestly, so they have no one to blame but you. That's your fault. That's your fault.
You want to start playing
the
off and gave it the old 3.
You want to start playing You want to start playing the point game. The only person that's going to hurt is everybody else on the team.
The real question is, Connor, though, we win a championship and Garrett is leading points.
Nah, I'm out.
Are you okay with that?
Well, hold on. Because that would never happen.
I'm buzzing.
The only way the Gooney Toons would win a championship and Garrett led the team in points is if we had a D-League team and me, Tyler, JB, Embry, Ian, and Reader weren't on the team.
It sounds like every person you just mentioned, except for Tyler, is below me right now.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Point.
We'll see how. Hey, it's a long season, bud. Keep it up. Let's see if your old man legs can carry you for 24 games.
Is that what the kids do, or do we do the dab?
No. Well, first of all, it's not called the dab.
What is it, 2017, boys?
Dab.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dab
I'm just saying, we're 1-0 when Garrett gets 5 points. So, Garrett,
come on, dude, Tim. You're not supposed to be
on
this side.
Damn it, you're supposed to be saving me, not
Tim, I gave you a pity point. What are you doing?
He's my pick.
Oh my! Yeah, next
I gotta ride that wave.
This is.
I gotta ride that wave, baby.
Sip that Kool-Aid.
I'm hungry.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I can't handle any more of this. I need to decompress until Sunday. Thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe the video. It means a lot. We appreciate it. Takes 2 seconds to do. Takes 2 seconds. Just do it. Just do it. And we will talk to everybody next week. Go Gooney Toons.
Tunes.
Thank you for tuning into Toon Talk. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to Gooney Toons Hockey. And tune in next week for more Gooney Toons content and hockey news.